we are really hidden. People don't even know what a nun is anymore.
God is calling you here to this kind of life. He's going to give you the grace to open up.
It's not something that I could have done on my own. No.
Just simply the fact that we're living, trying to live our life in union with God.
Beauty of our life and the beauty of the church, beauty of our community. Maybe a little bit more patience, although I'm still working on that one.
It's a hidden life. And what are we doing? Just little things. We're here because of love.
Well, it's a life of prayer for the church. So everything is built around that. For example, the silence, the solitude, the separation from people on the outside. We do our own grocery shopping, and we do go to the dentist and the hospital, but that's it. So we don't like to go out very much. Our work supports the prayer life. People come here and they think, oh, I'm just going to sit around all day and say the rosary. And we go, no. Work. Usually we keep silence most of the day unless it's something we have to ask somebody about. And it's good, that we know what's going on in the world. That's really important because then, we know what to pray for. It's a very hidden life from the world, but also even from your own self within it, because you live in a night of faith all the time and you don't see the results of your work.
Since we are in closure, you just feel like just in one place, kind of to give everything. In my spiritual life, it has grown tremendously. I used to tell the sisters that I had to kind of learn again how to pray, how to do things in the monastic way. It just comes so naturally to you, and it just comes like so that you don't have to think. You just live. You just be free. So you open yourself to receive, but also to give. So you give yourself. You give what you have, your abilities, your gifts, your talents. It's a beautiful life of, silence and solitude and community life too.
So I was a teacher, a high school principal for almost 10 years. And then I ended up as an editor of a Catholic publication. I'm happy where he has brought me. Yes, it's a life of prayer, but sometimes you are distracted. There are so many distractions. You have to really concentrate.
You have to do the ordinary things of daily life. You have to keep the house from looking like it's overused. I came in 1958. I was 19. I worked a year in a restaurant before I came. I would say that St. Therese of the Child Jesus had a huge influence on me. I can remember having a comic book of her. Living a life of prayer is important to me. A lot of people just sort of know that we're here to pray for them.
Well, she was a wonderful woman, and she had such a sense of humor and practicality and reality. When she talked about the way they lived, it sounded like the way I wanted to live. I mean, it was a simple life, but very intense. We'd never heard of Eugene in the first place, and so we were looking it up, and it's the second largest, so it must be about the size of San Francisco, we thought. So, and this is, when we flew in, it was fewer than 50,000 then. We were looking for the city, this big city, and the airport at that time was just a little farmhouse with a picket fence separating it from the tarmac. We were all city girls, and at night it was so quiet, and so we kept the outside lights on all the time. We didn't know what was out there in those woods. It's humbling to know the way they look up to us, and so we'll keep trying to be better. But To me, I'm so thankful and grateful. I thank the Lord every day after communion for the grace of vocation, the grace of the faith. We form a family and love one another, but it takes work. I would like just one boring day. I've never had one. The peace has to be inside. I mean, there is a lot of peace outside too, but it's a constant striving to be faithful and fervent. Well, I love the office, the prayer of the church. I've also loved solitude. I've always liked that too, but I need the community to keep me doing what I should.